Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing extremely well today. It's Tuesday morning here in Perth, Western Australia where I am. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening or good night wherever you are. Hi everyone, thanks for jumping on. So I wanted to come on this morning and talk about Safer Internet Day. Today is Safer Internet Day 2022. And there's a few themes across the world. In some part of the world, it's better safe together. In Australia, it's play it safe online. But we all use the internet more and more. Actually, I've just had a look at the stats, and 63% of the world's population uses the internet now. Hi, Holly Ann, Safer Internet Day. Happy Safer Internet Day to you as well. And we've seen a massive increase in the number of people using the internet, especially over the pandemic. So there's actually been, they reckon there's been a 1,266% increase of internet use since 2022. And they suggest that about 50% of us now use the internet via our mobile device. And the average time that we're spending on the internet right now is over 2.5 hours per day. And we probably can all agree, we all get caught, especially in the social media bug, where you scroll and the next thing you know, an hour later and you're still there. And it's just how the world is operating. The internet is an amazing thing. I remember it coming into our lives a few, back when I started IT, when we started to use internet more. But nowadays, internet, our businesses need it, our personal lives need it. We need internet more and more. So how do we stay safe when we're online? So many of us know or have heard of stories of ourselves getting hacked or others getting hacked, businesses getting hacked. And it's without a doubt, over the pandemic, it's increased more and more. So it's becoming a bigger and bigger issue. So we need to know, I always say, keeping yourself safe online is like a new life skill that we all need to learn. I was contemplating about it this morning. I remember back when we didn't need to lock the doors in our homes, when it was safe to leave them opened. And it's like the internet, it's just one of those things that we now need to learn to use more safely. And as I say, it's a life skill that we need to learn. So when you're using the internet, what kind of things do you need to think about? First of all, social media is one of the things that most of us use social media, and over the last probably 12 to 18 months, and more so in the last few months, I've seen so many people getting their Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever social media platforms that you use, getting hacked. And we've seen the rise of, I'm not sure of you, but people impersonating other people on social media. So how do we prevent this? First of all, you really need to have secure and strong passwords on your social media accounts. So, we all have so many passwords that we should use, and nowadays everyone should be using a password manager. Now, what I've realised just of recent, that people are using password managers, but they're not using them correctly. So if you implement a password manager in your life, in your business, whatever reason you implement it, you need to let the password manager generate the passwords for you. I've seen people implementing password managers and still just inputting the passwords they've created themselves. So it doesn't really make it any much more secure. So if you're using a password manager, let the password manager generate the password for you, and let it generate it for at least 15 characters long. Now there's some statistics around why it should be that length, but we don't have enough time today to go into that. And some of the webinars that I run, I show you why a password should be over 15 long, and it's to do with how hackers crack passwords. The other thing with the password manager is if you're letting other people manage or have access to social media accounts, do it via your password manager. So don't share your password with them. There is the ability in a password manager to share your password securely. Now, the next thing you need to consider is having multi-factor authentication on all your accounts. So what that means is that when you log into your account on a new computer, that it asks you for a second method to authenticate that it is you. Now, I strongly advise that you do this via an app, so an authentication app, and not through text message. We have seen a rise of hackers manipulating and spoofing SMS and text messages so that they can then get access to your accounts that way. So password manager number 1 and multi-factor authentication number 2. Multi-factor authentication, a lot of people think, oh, that's an extra step, it's going to be much harder for me, but honestly it's not. Once you implement it once, unless you change device or there's some reason why, you never really have to put that in again. So there's different authenticator apps there. Microsoft has an authentication app, Google has an authentication app. It gives you a secure 6-digit code that you can put in to authorize that it's you. So those are the main ways that you can secure your social media accounts. Now, the other thing that we need to all do is when we're on social media and we see people that we know start posting things that doesn't really fit with the normal type of content that they're posting online, start to question, is that really them? Is it really them posting that content? What we've seen is a lot of fake accounts being set up or accounts being hacked and taken over by other people, by the hackers or the criminals, and then they're starting to sell you things such as cryptocurrency. So we've seen a huge rise and we've seen it in the media recently where people's social media accounts get hacked, the hackers take the account over, and then they try to sell their community, oh, I've got into crypto and I'm making a fortune in crypto. You need to buy this crypto of me. So don't always trust what you see online. If you see somebody sharing something and you're like, that's not normally what they share, send them a message or figure out, is it really them? I know of 2 people that I do some work with recently have had fake accounts set up impersonating that they're them and trying to use their profile and their following to impersonate that they're them so that they can sell products. Now, the other thing with social media and online accounts is not clicking on links. We need to be very, very careful when we click on links that we're not aware of where those links are from. Now, it is a massive, massive problem because we all share links, so if somebody sends you a link, just make sure that that link is safe and it's taking you to the place that you think it should go. What I generally do is I copy that link and put it into my browser to make sure that it's not hidden and it's redirecting, that the URL is taking you somewhere else. So links is another way that they can get us. Also, when you're staying safe online, you need to think about things like, do I need antivirus software on my phone? It's one of the most asked questions I get asked quite a lot. Another one is Apple more safe than Android? And these are all very good questions. If you're using mobile devices, I strongly advise that you do have a antivirus software on all your devices. Another good thing is keeping your devices up to date. So Android and Windows devices and Apple devices all release updates all the time. You've probably seen them popping up saying you need to update your device. So what that means is that manufacturer has found a security vulnerability in their software and they want you to update the software to fix that vulnerability, so that hole in the software that lets the hackers in. So it's really, really important that you do those updates regularly. Another good thing for staying safe online is if you're doing online shopping, always have a look for the little padlock beside the URL to say that it's a safe site. So there's different types of URLs. So you've got HTTP or HTTPS. Please ensure that you never purchase things online where the website is HTTP. It just means that the website is unsecure. The S and the padlock means that it has got an SSL, a secure certificate attached to it, and therefore it's more safe online. So shopping online can be one of those things that can be, if you're not sure how to do it safely, you can fall victim. What I always say is if you do like to shop online, a little bit like myself, I do tend to like to shop online, always set up a secure payment method, whether it's through a merchant, so using the likes of PayPal, Google Pay or Apple Pay. And also, if you do a lot of shopping online, make sure that you do it via a credit card that has insurance attached to it, so that if you do purchase something that isn't legit or if your account details get hacked, then at least you have some security to get it back. I would really strongly advise don't use your bank account or a debit card when you're purchasing things online. Now, another topic for staying secure online is free Wi-Fi. I often get asked the question, I've been out and about and I've been shopping, or I've been in the airport and I've got no internet, especially when you're travelling. Can I connect to the free Wi-Fi? Now, it depends. If you know and you've set up a VPN on your computer or your phone, so like a virtual private network, then yes, you can use the public Wi-Fi. But if not, I would strongly suggest not using free Wi-Fi. What I mostly do is try and use the data on my phone, and if I need to use my laptop, then I hotspot off my phone onto my laptop. The reason being is these free networks, especially in airports and cities and places like that, the hackers could be sitting there trying to put unsecure software onto your device unknowingly to you. So it's really, really important that you don't use unsecure free Wi-Fi unless you've got security in place, such as a virtual private network. Other things to think about when you're shopping online is these little pop-ups and ads that you get all the time. Be careful not to click on the links in these pop-ups and ads, because sometimes the pop-ups and ads are not real, they're fake, and they're trying to again getting you to click on a link to do something that you wouldn't normally do. So I really hope some of these tips today has helped you and made you start thinking about staying safe online. I often get people say, why is the internet such an unsecure place, and why am I falling for these scams? As I said, it's a new life skill. It's the way we live right now, and it's the way that the internet is. So, you just need to learn. Always caution and question when you're browsing online. Does this look right? Should I trust this? Just always have that skepticism to make sure that you're staying online. Now, as always, please reach out if you've ever got any questions. There's so many more areas that we can talk about when it comes to cybersecurity, when it's protecting yourself and your business and your family. That's another huge topic. I see Holly Ann online from Safe for Kids, and she does a lot of amazing work with keeping kids safe online. So if you do need help, or you want more information about how to stay safe online, please reach out. I'm always happy to help. Have a really good safe internet day, and hope everyone stays safe online. Thanks for sharing your time with me.